Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, we're starting out in the swamp. Now, this is the overworld side of my base. And I know we've spent a lot of time in the nether recently, so I thought it would be nice if we could do something that didn't involve the deep slate, because, you know, I am getting a little tired of the deep slate building. So, for a break, I thought, let's do an overworld build. And I think we're going to build ourselves a fountain. So as you can see, I've got all of my materials ready to go. I've done a little bit of a prep work here. We're pretty much ready to go. I have the fountain designed. I've spent a little bit of time in creative, so it's ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm just excited to be somewhere where everything's green and fresh and beautiful. And I think it's time maybe we take things in the swamp to the next level. I have a nice starter house, the swamp house, and I have a nice little area for my geode, my portal. But I think we need to make things a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead. You guys are going to watch the time lapse, and I'm going to build the big fountain. I've landed over here in one of these trees so we can have a good look. Here we are. Look at that. We definitely are sizing up in our builds. Okay, there's the swamp house. This is where the portal is, the geode, and there's the fountain. So I had to really mess with the water, and I'm not sure I'm 100% with the water being like this, but you know, I'll probably mess with it a little bit more later as well. Let's go have a look. All right, so I did put a little landing area here, and there's that whole area underneath here as well. It needs a lot more detailing. This is obviously probably some leaves. So we're gonna make this look a little bit better. Some detailing. And we'll probably add a path in this direction as well over here. All right, so there's actually a lot more detailing that needs to happen. But while I'm doing that, I thought earlier this week we did a really special event on the server for one of the new members. It turns out Zeke Wolf has never fought the dragon. He's like, even with a group, he's never fought the dragon whatsoever. He's never had an elytra. All right, so I'm gonna stay here and work on some detailing while you guys go watch Zeke Wolf fight the Ender Dragon. For the main event, we all met up in the end, and well, Night Owl 35 actually built a skybox, so it was a nice place for us to meet up and have a safe observation lounge to watch the fight. Now this is Zeke Wolf. You're gonna get to know him really well. The one thing that's really interesting is he's never fought the dragon.
Because it's actually on a list that I've wanted to do for a while of like stuff I've never done in Minecraft that's shocking that I haven't done in 10 years of playing.
Ooh, okay.
You seem very confident that you're not going to die. Any reason for that?
Because I've spent a long time focusing on what my strategy is going to be.
Ooh, any details on that?
So, I thought about it. And I thought about the bed method and using the TNT method. And then I decided that I would just go with the patented Zeke Wolf method.
And that method is?
You run around, scream, and hope for the best.
When it was time for the main event, he placed down the end crystals to summon the dragon, and he was off to play a little shaky start, but he had a plan.
So you just, like, shoot this thing a bunch of times.
But once he figured out things and he got the end crystals taken out, he did start to get in some critical hits on the dragon. And it wasn't really long. Okay, not gonna lie, it a little faster than I thought it would. And he did finally manage to kill the dragon.
And he did it.
And almost died.
So with that, we took off through a gateway and went searching for a city. And of course, Zeke had to pillar across to the islands because, you know, everybody's got to do that. You got to pillar across. And we found out something really interesting about Zeke. He's actually psychic.
I am not going to make this.
No. It wasn't long after that, we found our first city. And it ended up kind of being a double city because there was one right next door as well. So we were able to knock out 2 cities in one. But this was Zeke's very first time in a city. Zeke's first time getting to a boat, his very first time getting an elytra, and well, it was just a lot of fun to be there. And I thank you so much, Zeke and Night Owl, for inviting me along to share this experience with you guys. It was really a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that Night Owl, for the nickname, she likes to be called Nighty, so I'm really glad that Nighty and Zeke Wolf got their elytras, and that was actually just a lot of fun. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you some of the improvements I've made on the inside here. Alright, so of course I've added leaves. Oh, go figure, because leaves make everything better. I added some down in here too, some vegetation in the water, and I left this over here with some grass growing, and there is a little area right here with some storage. Now, I didn't want to overly complicate things. The underneath here is just kind of a breezeway, people walking through to get to the swamp area, but I think the little details like this, they have that little, you know, the little personal touch. I do have a little short cinematic, you know I like to be a little dramatic with my time lapses. So there is going to be a cinematic, the final look of the fountain. But before I show you the cinematic, I had an idea. Look, I got to show you something. I had an idea for the swamp house because now we have a big, beautiful fountain over there, right? big, beautiful fountain. We're going with larger size, and then we have a tiny little house. It's a cute house. It's a cute starter house. It is. But I'm thinking we could put something right over here. I'm gonna put a tree here. I'm gonna put a big tree here. It's gonna be massive. And it'll be the start of upsizing over here as well. Now, not everything is going to have to be, large scale, because if everything was large scale, it would kind of lose focus. So we are going to continue with smaller builds, but hey, we got to have a tree, right? I mean, we are talking about me over here, right? So I think in next episode, we're going to go ahead and put a tree right here. All right, so let me hop into one of these boats over here. And I think the sun is about to set too. Just to let you know, if you want to see the dragon fight from Zeke a Wolf's perspective, I will put a link to his channel down below. Go ahead and check out his, and I'll also put Nighty's as well, so her channel will be there if you want to see her perspective as well. And as the sun is setting, we will go ahead and jump into my final cinematic, dramatic version of the new big fountain. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Go ahead and watch.